Hello, guys. Welcome to the first episode of my podcast channel that I'm going to share with you in several topics. And today, I'd like to share with you about my top 10 Vietnamese food that I miss the most. As you know, that I've been to Vietnam many years, and in every year, actually, I have to travel there for sometimes for traveling and sometimes for working. Okay, but during the pandemic of COVID 19, it makes me, and actually, it makes everyone cannot travel easily. So it made me feel really missed Vietnamese food. And today, I have on the list that my top 10 food. First thing that I'd like to share with you is this is only my personal top 10 ranking. So sometimes it might different from your perspective, especially from Vietnamese people, because this is based on what I really like about the food. Okay, so are you ready to know? And maybe I'm gonna share you with some kind of photos. I'm gonna try to find a photo that I take it by myself, or if I cannot search it, I'm gonna search from the internet, okay? And I'm gonna credit it for them. All right, number 10. Let's see what is gonna be. Number 10. Actually, I have to say that all kind of stir fried of vegetable or vegetable fry of stir fry vegetable. Yeah, something like that. Especially about morning glory and sweet potato vegetable, which is in Thailand, we only eat the sweet potato, but we didn't eat its leaf or its tree. But in Vietnam, they also eat this, which is very surprised me. And when they eat it, it's really, really good. The technique that I know from them, because when I was the customer in Vietnam, I mean, like I like to go to the kitchen because I want to try to cook with them too. And most of the owner of the food shop, they allow me to go there because like I'm Thai, I want to learn about Vietnamese food, something like that. And as I see that before they go into fry or stir fry the vegetable, they have to boil it first with the very hot water. Like you have to boil it first, and then you can leave it with the cold water or room temperature water, and after that they will bring it to stir fry in put in the pan and stir fried it, which is different from what I have done in cooking. Like I'm gonna put the vegetable into oil, which is make sometimes our vegetable will be the color will be changed a little bit, like it's not green anymore, something like it's turned to be brown. But in Vietnam, when they stir fry, the vegetable still keep its green colors very well and still good. And the most important is they didn't put a lot of sauce into the stir fry, so that you can taste like the real taste of vegetable, which is really good. When I first went there, I feel a bit strange because it's totally different from Thailand, right? Thai food, because we put a lot of sauces, so sometimes we didn't smell the veggie. But in Vietnam, yeah, the first time I feel like, oh, it's a bit smelly, but of course, it's really nice and really good taste. All right, move on to number 9. My number 9 is bánh chưng. Bánh chưng, or bánh chưng actually is called from the northern part of Vietnam, but from southern part they're gonna call bánh tát, which is they have the different size, different uh, shape. Bánh chưng is gonna be like how to say, mm, bánh chưng is gonna be like square, okay, square shape, but bánh tát is gonna be like the tube, the tube, like the so-called uh, in the middle, and it's like the tube, but it's so big, right? And they're gonna cut uh, to many to make it smaller in many pieces. Okay. Actually, this food mostly Vietnamese people they're gonna cook during Tết Nguyên Đán season, or we can call it Vietnamese Lunar New Year, which is the same period of Chinese New Year, or Tut Chin in Thailand. And The food, this food is made from sticky rice with inside they're gonna put some pork and maybe green, not green, bean, right? Yeah, yeah, bean, something like that. And then they have to make it wrap it with the leaves of. Sometimes they use banana leaves, but most of them they use another kind of plants leaf. But I'm not sure what kind of plants. If you know it, you can leave comment mm, under my clip, okay? And they have to cook for a long, long time. Sometimes it's like overnight. You have to put it into the big pot and boil it with a very hot fire. They have to put uh, the wood into the fire to make it hot all the time, and sometimes they have to pour the water into the pot all the time. If not, it's gonna be dry and it's not gonna be cook, okay? Which is this food mostly they're gonna eat during the season, and maybe it's about February, yeah, February. But sometimes they're going to cook it in the market too, but mostly they eat in the morning, like they're going to use it to fry, but they're gonna make it smaller, okay? So it's different from this one. I think if you eat during the Tết Nguyên Đán is the best. Uh-huh. And they're gonna eat with the how to say spring onion, put it with salt, so it's it tastes will be a bit salty and sometimes gonna be how to say sour. So when we eat with the bánh chưng, it's really it can boost the taste good. And during this season they're gonna cook a lot of bánh chưng, so that's why somehow they cannot finish it, and they're gonna put it in the refresh, and sometime they're gonna fry it to make another food. So you can still eat it for like maybe like a week. Uh, Only when you cook one time, and then you can eat like a week. And Vietnamese people they will visit it, their family's house and or their friend's house. So that's why even the newcomer to visit our house, we have to serve them with this kind of food all the time and other stuff. But this bánh chưng is the main food that they're going to serve. Okay. All right. Step two, number eight. I would like to introduce you to low egg. Low egg is a frog suki or frog hot pot. Okay. It seems weird, but actually I eat frog in my area too. But I never do some kind of hot pot like that. But they eat it. I love it. And they put a lot of how to say vegetables, and the special is I love the mung. What is that? Oh, bamboo shoot. Okay, bamboo shoot it with the frog too. So sometimes I think in Vietnamese too. So I'm gonna pronounce like egg all the time. Okay, and its taste is really spicy and sour, and we eat with the hot soup, which is really suit with the cold weather during maybe winter. Yeah, it's really suit. And when I was in Hanoi, I love to eat this all the time if I have some kind of lucky from the lottery, which is in Vietnam. They have a lottery every day. All right. Step two, number seven. Wow, number seven. I have to say this food I only found in Quang Tri, but actually I think they're also another part of Vietnam too, but mostly in central part of Vietnam. Okay, this food is gà kho nem. Gà kho nem is the chicken. How to say? It's not curry because the soup is not that much. How to say? I'm not sure. Gà kho nem is like a chicken with a lot of seasoning, and they put some water, but not much. Okay, I'm not sure how to call it. How to call it, but in Thai word maybe it's like something like that. Yeah, อ่อมไก่ใส่กระเทียมโทน something like that. Sorry, I cannot tell you in English enough, but main ingredient is made from chicken, and they have a garlic, and they cook. They put a lot of garlic there, but it's not regular garlic. They have like I think it's very small garlic, and the smell is really really good. And the taste too, I think the taste is quite a bit salty, yeah, salty, but it's good when you eat with rice or when you eat with the noodle, which is in Quang Tri people they going to eat with the how to say เส้นใหญ่นะครับเส้นใหญ่ it's like a noodle but it's very big, it's not small noodle, okay, I'm not sure. Bang ớt, right? Okay, maybe. All right, step to number six. My number six is Bangkang or Chao Kang. Wow, this food, I have to say that I really love it, especially in central part of Vietnam. From Quang Binh, Quang Tri, I always eat this food all the time, Like it's quite, especially in Quang Binh, because I see that you know, they use the rice flour and then they mix with water or something like that, and then they use some kind of bottle, but it have to be the crystal crystal bottle, and then they gonna how to say roll it, and after that they're gonna use the knife to cut and put it into the hot water in the pot. And after that, this gonna be cooked. And they put gaje, right? Or galok. Galok or gaje, I'm not sure. It's about catfish, maybe. Catfish. Yeah, they put it into this food. I'm not sure catfish or galok hay gaje. Yeah, quite similar, but mainly fish. And they put a lot of spring onion. And for me, I really love spicy, so that's why I put a lot of chili, like one full of 1 teaspoon, something like that. Put it, and a little bit of fish sauce. And especially, I love to eat in the morning or in the evening for dinner. It's really nice. The taste is hot, and wow, I love this. Okay. All right, now goes to my top five already, and number five is seafood or hải sản in Vietnamese. They call. Why I love Vietnamese seafood? Because I live in the northeastern part of Thailand, which is quite far from the sea. So that's why the seafood in my area is not fresh compared to the people who live near the sea, which is different from Vietnam. Uh, Vietnamese cities mostly they located very near to the sea, so that's why they can eat a lot of fresh seafood. And I see, wow, lobster, squids, what else? All kind of fish, uh, shells, anything about seafood in Vietnam. I love it. The first thing that I'm really impressed is really fresh, and the second thing is the price still cheap compared to seafood in Thailand. And the taste, wow, I love it. If it's fresh, keep in mind, if the seafood is fresh, the taste is also good. That's it. And sometimes, like I eat the seafood that they're still alive and then they just bring it to cook, which is, oh, in my area, it's really difficult to do that because we have to deliver from, the sea area of Thailand, which is take sometimes. Okay. And the freshness cannot compare to Vietnamese seafood. So that's why I really, really love it. And also, mostly I'm gonna sit beside seaside or the beach, and then I'm gonna eat seafood with Vietnamese beer. Okay, so good. All right, number four. Why number four? A lot of Vietnamese people might disagree with me because this is it's like maybe number one Vietnamese national food. Okay, but oh, for my ranking, I put it to number four. Okay, so I choose pho. Okay, many people knows it already. Pho is the noodle of Vietnamese of Vietnam, and the taste is really good. I love the soup. I love the soup because the soup offer they have to cook for a long time, as I interview some of the owner of a shop, they're gonna say, that, okay, they have to wake up very, very early, and then they have to, you know, boil the soup with a lot of seasoning, a lot of bones, and their own ingredients, which is sometimes they have their own technique. And the noodle is also good because it's really soft when you eat it. I think it's really suit in the morning the most pho. And when you eat, some people they're gonna like squeeze the lime into that. And for me, again, as Thai people, we love spicy, so I'm gonna put a lot of chilies, which they have like chilies and garlic put into the uh, fish sauce, and I really really love it in the morning. And especially they have many, like phở, tai chin, phở, how to say? Oh, I almost forget the word. It's about the beef, how to cook the beef, the meat. Sometimes you can choose rare. Sometimes you can choose well done, cook, or something like that. It have different type of pho, and you should try it if you go to Vietnam. Okay. All right. Step to number three. My top three already, and number three is bánh mì or Vietnamese bun. Okay, Vietnamese bun or Vietnamese yeah, Vietnamese bun. Why I love this? Because I cannot find this kind of food in anywhere else except in Vietnam. Even they try to claim that, okay, this is Vietnamese bun, this is Vietnamese bun, but I have to say that it's different from what they cook in Vietnam. Even in Thailand, some part you can see like Vietnamese bun, bánh mì Vietnam, something like that. But no, the taste is totally different. Like in Vietnam, the bun they have to cook like outside is gonna be crispy, okay มันจะกรอบนะครับ but inside is still soft. And also they put some meat, some beef, some chicken, some egg. But for the I love the most is the liver chop, yeah, or pate. Yes, that's the most favorite uh inside that I love. And the special thing is Vietnamese bun. They put a lot of vegetable like guava and some how to say in English? I don't know this word, but in Thai we call pak prao นะครับ pak prao, which is really fragrant uh, for this food นะฮะ so it makes this food very special, and then they put some kind of sauce นะฮะ some kind of sauce, so that's why this food is really right to well, I don't know, I love this. When I was in Hanoi, I always buy bánh mì pate all the time, and I love it, especially in the morning. And the size is so big, I have to say that. But even it's big, I never waste it because I finish it all the time. Okay, because it's good. All right, almost number one already. Now we have number two. What is it? Can you guess it? Okay, number two is soy. What does that mean? Soy means sticky rice. Okay, I'm from the northeastern part of Thailand or Isan, the where that we eat sticky rice in every day. We can eat every meals in the day, like in for breakfast, lunch, dinner. I still can eat sticky rice and or soy. นะครับ But in Vietnam, I feel that soy is really special because they cook it. I don't know, but it's it smells really really good, and it's soft, and somehow they put a bit of soy bean, sesame sometimes, and their own technique. They put a lot of things, okay, and you can eat with meat, beef, chicken, or vegetable. A lot of seasoning that you can eat with the sticky rice. You can choose it. In Hanoi, I love the most is Soy Ian, but as I have heard that Soy Ian's already closed their shop, but all right, they still have a lot of good place to eat about this. Soy. Okay, if you go to Vietnam, I would like to introduce you to this food. Okay, now my number one food. of all time. And every time I go to Vietnam, I have to eat this food. Even the first meal and the last meal when I was when before I coming back to Thailand, I have to eat this kind of food. And I think some of you might know it already because I always say with my, with my proud of this kind of food because I love it all the time. Okay. Number one is bun. What is that? Bun is rice noodle or ขนมจีนน้ำยาเวียดนามนะ so in Vietnam they have a lot of different kind of bún, bún bò Huế, bún giò, bún heo, ôi bún heo, okay, bún ốc, bún đậu mắm tôm, bún what, bún thang, bún ngan, bún riêu, still a lot of bún. I cannot name it, but they have different kind, which is you're gonna eat rice noodle with the soups, which is according to its name, it's gonna have different kind. All right, but I can eat it in every meal for morning, for lunch, and for dinner. I still can eat bun all the time. I have to say frankly that I love this food the most. If especially bun ok, I can eat it. Oh, in the morning, like bun. Wow, they put a lot of seasoning, and also they can provide us a lot of vegetable, fresh vegetable, which is very crispy for me. I think I don't know why, but fresh vegetable in Vietnam is more delicious than fresh vegetable in Thailand. I don't know why. Its leaf is might be smaller, but it smells even more fragrant than the vegetable in Thailand. I don't know why. Is it my feeling or is true? I don't know, but it's real for me like that. So Bun is my number one of all time, and if I go to Vietnam, I'm gonna eat this food the first meal, and also before I come back to Thailand. This is also be the last meal for me too. Okay, so now today share with you about my top 10, but Vietnam they also still have a lot of kind of food. So if you have a chance after COVID-19 and then you have a experience have opportunity to go to Vietnam, please, I recommend you to try these 10 foods and also other kind of foods too in Vietnam because they're like paradise of eater like me, and drinks too. Maybe drinks I'm gonna share with you next time. Okay. So for this topic, I have to say thank you very much for your attention, and please leave comment or suggestion or questions if you like to share with me or you like to ask me. I'm happy to share with you. And I have to say sorry if my English is not that perfect because I have to say that I'm still in the practicing process, and I hope you guys gonna enjoy this video. All right, thank you very much and see you the next time. Bye. Ciao, tạm biệt.